So I'm standing here with a drift car, which is obviously not a rod shop thing where burnouts, drag cars, street cars. And the weird thing about this drift car, and I might take the piss out of this a little bit, a bloke come to the rod shop about 2 years ago with this idea, and I thought he's crazy. He had a wild accent, and he said he's going to drift the world. I'm thinking, you're going to drift the world? What are you on about? So this was his plan. And when I only know half the story, I'm going to ship a car from Ireland, I'm going to come to Australia, I'm going to drift, and then I'm just going to go country to country. And then he left. I'm like, he's mad. He's lost the plot, this dude, and I'm never going to see him again. 2 years later, I'm in Castlemaine, filling up one of the rod shop trucks. In comes the blue beast, and this Irishman jumps out and says, how you going? I thought, well, he wasn't full of shit. He was serious. So anyway, this is Andy. Obviously with the rod shop here, it's pretty special for a bloke to say he's going to do something and do it, especially on that level. We all say we're going to do things, have a few beers, and the dream disappears. So what I want to know is who you are and tell me what the aim of the game is and all that kind of stuff. Fill us in.
So my name's Andy Howard, and yeah, it was always my dream to drift across the world, and I said it to the lads when I was down here of this idea of driving a drift car across the world, and like everyone, they kind of went, yeah, bit of a dreamer, and all of a sudden they were right, and I am a bit of a dreamer, and we're here with the car. So again, it was always my dream to drift across the world, so I decided to just go for it, down tools, and put everything I have into this car. And now I am supporting Make-A-Wish also, so I wanted to be able to show that again anything was possible and to try to fulfill more dreams, not just for myself but for kids that need it most. So it's just brilliant to be able to be down here and be with the lads from the rod shop and just see what the work that they do and the difference between the builds of a drift car and the builds that they do as well. It's just nice to be able to share stories, and I'm just happy to be here and delighted that the lads gave me the opportunity to be able to work on the car, so I really appreciate it.
That's all right. So I want to know.
Yeah.
He said to Make-A-Wish, and there's logos on the car, and you're going to go around the world. What is the end goal? Say if you had the perfect 10 out of 10 score, what are you trying to achieve? Is it funds to go to a charity? Is it just awareness? What's the goal?
For me, it was always awareness of just showing and proving that no matter what you do, anything is possible. So the dreams are there to be lived, not just dreamt. So for me, it's really just to be able to tell people that no matter what it is, no matter what you want to achieve, it is possible. I started off with no money, no car, anything, just a dream and a wild idea, and I said it out loud, and just every day I've been working on it since. So in regards to funds, everything has been self-funded at the moment. You'll see all the names that are on the car. A couple of companies have been reaching out and love what I'm doing, have faith in myself and the car of actually achieving this and driving across the world. So the car is kind of built by myself and a couple of companies who have either heavily donated parts, discounted parts, or donated parts. But yeah, so far it's all been self-funded.
That, Michael. Now, this is really weird, and I'm still trying to get my head around. We'll call them the Mad Irishman. That's what I'm going to go with. The car hasn't got number plates, and I sent it, said, you're going to get a canary. Cop's going to pull you over, slap a sticker, and he goes, no, I've been to a local police station, and they said I'm fine. I'm thinking, how is that possible? So the last 2 days, I've just at home, on the couch, having a look. He's got a car passport, which is weird. Like, I'm into cars, I've never heard of this. And he's allowed to drive a car from overseas that's in his name with a passport. So it's like getting a passport for yourself. So I watched a few of his Instagram reels, and it's a thing. So he's doing stuff that, obviously, we live and breathe cars, I've never heard of, which is really cool. So tell us, and you obviously know more than I do, how did you actually come up with this idea? Because everyone's going to be saying, you're breaking the law, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. Because honestly, I think the same thing. But he's doing everything legit. He's ticking every box. So fill the viewers in. Because obviously, if you're the American people watching on this YouTube channel, Australia's the strictest country. Hands down, you guys can drive whatever you want. You can drive Warbird to the grocery shop. In Australia, you can't fart in town without getting arrested. So tell us exactly how this happened.
So again, it all happened from an idea. After that, then it's just trying to tick off boxes. And again, I always say each step is a step closer. So the first thing was, how am I going to get a car? And then it rolls in and snowballs. So yeah, one of the biggest questions is at the moment, and always was, is how am I going to drive a car that's not registered in Australia? And again, just meeting people, talking to people, trying to actually do everything legit and have it legal too, because we are supporting such a great cause, being a Make-A-Wish. I didn't want to then stumble on something that I was unaware of. So because this car isn't registered here, and again, as we were saying, the car is on a car passport, which is a carnet. It's a French term. So because it's on that, I don't have to import the car because it's traveling through. So it's kind of like a camper or any kind of traveling car. Because I'm a tourist, this is my car and we're just traveling through. So again, we're trying to do everything legit. I've spoken to a couple of police officers and everything, and even Vic Roads and stuff, and no one really knows the definitive answer. But in short, the car needs to be roadworthy, but can't go through a roadworthy because it's not an Australian plates. So again, just trying to tick boxes, trying to see what we can do and what we can't do. It's never been done before, and now after 2 years of going through it, I can understand why. There's just so much legalities to it. There's so much different paperwork that you have to think of. And I'm just a one-man show. And I think what really pushes me is to know that anything is possible. And I want to show no matter where you start from or who you are, as long as you have a vision and you stick to it and put everything you have into it, eventually you come apart and it'll eventually, I mean, for me, it's just mad to be here thinking that I just told you the idea, and to see it all come to fruition now is just crazy. So again, all I really wanted to do is just inspire people to show that anything is possible, no matter how big, how crazy it is. Driving a drift car across the world isn't for everybody, but neither is some people's dreams. It's for yourself, and for me, this is one of my dreams.
All right, so we've spoke about all the ins and outs of it, but the big question is, what is the car, I suppose, dollar amount, what's the power plant? He's here actually using our hoist to change the diff ratio because he's going to hit the track this weekend. But the viewers want to know, what is it, I suppose? What's the power? How many comps have you done? This is the main piece of the puzzle here, I suppose.
So I had two options. So again, out of all the cars that you could ever do this with, that was one of the biggest things that people going like, what car will you do it in? So I needed a car that was going to be durable and reliable, something that I can actually live in and sleep in, that I didn't have to get accommodation anywhere. So this car I will be living in, I will be sleeping in, going track to track, different car meets, just showing off the world of drifting, and again, trying to support Make-A-Wish. So we tried to keep this car. I say we because it's only just me, but I like to be able to see that like most of the community that are following me and the followers are a part of this journey. So we decided to try get a car that was going to be used as a car and a drift car. So that was the biggest challenge, is to try make a drift car out of a car, but also try keep it a car. So inside we have a full interior in the car. We have a bucket seat, harness is going in. We can't get a cage at the moment, so we're trying to get a cage. Regards the power plant, the engine we've taken out. We've stripped everything apart, brand new fresh engine. But again, we're trying to keep it as standard and OEM as possible. In case something does break, we're able to get parts around the world. So I decided to run this BMW E46 Touring for the space, but also this car was sold globally as well, so I'll be able to get parts in motor factors or maybe in someone's yard or line up on the side of a road, rather than going with a Barra or a Falcon or something that's Australian. Pretty cool, but I'll be able to like hardly get parts across the world for them. So the engine that's in this is called an M54 B30, so it's a 3 litre straight 6 engine. These came with this as well. So the engine that's actually in it is the original engine. We just took it out, stripped it. We've done loads of internals just to make sure it's durable and reliable. We've actually drilled in the block. We've put in a Volkswagen oil cooler tension on the chain. We have actually put 2 in there as well. The oil cooler itself is actually sticking out the bonnet, so I don't know if you'll get a chance to see that as well. So we've just tried to make this car as durable and reliable as possible. Power-wise, it's about 220, 230, nothing crazy. All we want to do is just try and make this slide. We can go loads of power, but I didn't want something to just break for the sake of power. I just wanted to be able to get from track to track, have fun, do a bit of skids and have a sick time with people. So there's loads of other stuff that we've done. Again, it's set up as a drift car other than the power. So we have an FDF lock kit, which gives us extra lock. We have a hydraulic handbrake, short shifter. Everything is adjustable on the rear as well, because this is going to be stacked on with loads of tires and loads of camping equipment, loads of all the extras. We have extra diffs, shafts, props. We have loads of stuff that we're trying to bring with us, so I'll be sleeping next to all my tools and all my spare parts.
Oh. The cameraman's probably getting heavy hands. So we shipped Warbird to America. We took a whole injected big block spare. He's very smart. He's gone with the stuff he can get worldwide. I don't know where his destinations are or where he's going after Australia, but no doubt he'll have some crazy idea in his thing. But what you got to do, you don't need to give this man money. You don't need to do any donations. The best thing you can do for the Irishman here is follow his pages, so you can get on his YouTube and his Instagram. We don't plug many other pages, but this one, so look on the link below. We'll put his stuff in there. Jump on that. As anyone knows, with social media now, more subscribers, more followers, and hopefully it kicks off for him and we can see that YouTube channel explode, and he can make a real thing out of it, because he's put his ass on the line and shipped a car around the world as a one-man band, and it's going for a good cause. So like I said, click the links below, follow this man, talks well. He'll probably talk your ear off. And he's Irish, so he probably loves a beer too. So, like I said, click the links. Good luck to you, mate. All the best. This weekend, Calder Park. Hopefully the car Monday looks exactly the same. You've done well.
Go faster! I'm gonna scream at the top of my lungs, go faster. I'm scared too.
Right, so the boys in the office just got me and said the Mad Irishman's back from Calder Park. So, like he said earlier in the video, he was going down for his first drift demo kind of stuff, and I'm like, God, it's going to come back beating up this thing. But to roll back in, to me at a quick glance, it looks in one piece, which is really good. So, because he reckons he's taken on the world. Like I said, this guy's as crazy as they come. And next minute, one thing led to the other, and we said, well, you can't leave the rod shop without hanging a burnout. So, well, obviously, we know the burnout's obviously worldwide a bit now. And he says no dramas, I'll put some tyres on. So like I said, he's sticking to that crazy Irishman, saying I get with him. Anyway, we're going to do a little burnout and send him on his way. And I don't know, I think he says he's going to Sydney, Brisbane and then Indonesia. So hopefully the car just goes forward, we make some smoke, and he leaves Rod Shop being a Rod Shop boy.
I've been told I can't do a burnout unless I wear the sombrero hat.